Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I've done a highlight and contour everyday makeup routine. So let's just jump right in and I'll show you how I get it done. Here I'm color correcting my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in, I think this is deep or dark, but I'm using the color corrector inside that palette, and I'm just correcting the areas where I have dark spots and stuff. This just helps so when I put on my foundation I use less. So once I'm done doing that, I'm just blending it in with my fingers, and I find this works really well. And I'm gonna set it with some translucent powder, and this is just to keep it in place, so when I put my foundation on, it doesn't move around. And I just use a light, basically a slight dust of the powder over it. Then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Foundation, Pro HD Foundation in the color Coffee. And I apply that with a brush, and then I blend it out with a sponge. I don't like using beauty blenders because I don't like washing them. But if you use a beauty blender, you can also use your beauty blender to blend this out. You don't have to use this sponge, or if you use a brush, you can do that. Now I'm going in and doing my brows, and I'm going to brush my hair upwards. I find this technique to be way easier than than the pencil. Then I brush it downwards and I overline. And it also helps me to keep the original shape of my brow, and I don't make them too thick or wide looking. So I like this technique. And I'm using a NYX brow gel as I showed you earlier. And I'm just going to fill it in. And I'm going to clean it up with my Wet n Wild concealer, and I use a concealer that's really close to my skin tone to go at the top of my brow since I already applied my foundation. And then I used a lighter color to go underneath to give it a more, more sculpt shape, basically. So here I'm going in with a lighter color. And I'm also going to bring that color down to my eyelids and use that as basically a primer to set my creasy oily lids. I'm going to take a translucent powder and set that so it doesn't move, because I do have oily lids, and if I don't do this I'll be creasy and nasty looking all day. Okay, so once that's done, I go in on the rest of my face and I apply that concealer. I like this concealer because it blends out really nice and it gives you a natural looking finish. And then I take my Kiko Milano contour stick and I go around my face. If you contour with powder on an everyday basis, you don't have to do this. But I like cream contouring, and I like cream contouring for everyday looks, because once you blend it out, it can be really, really natural and you don't have to do too much. And I'm just taking a little stippling brush and I'm blending that out. And I let my concealer sit under my eyes for a little bit so that the color actually so that it actually dries in that area a little bit, and the color is like, it seems like it looks really highlighted. That's what I'm trying to say. And I apply that same contour stick to my nose, and I'm blend that out with a smaller brush, not that big old stippling brush. Now I'm going in and blending out my concealer, and I start with the areas that has the least amount of concealer first, like my chin, my nose, cupid's bow, my forehead, and then I move on to larger areas like under my eyes. And I'm just blending that out, making sure there's no creasing. And I do that little line across my nose to give my nose that button looking effect. Once it's finished, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It may look crazy right here, but once I'm finished, you'll see what I was aiming for, basically. Now I'm setting under my eyes with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, of course. And I do that before my under eye creases. Then I set the rest of the areas where I placed that lighter concealer, like my chin, Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. Then I go around the rest of my face with my translucent powder. I mean, once I do this, I can be done, but I'm extra, so I go under my chin as well because I'm going outside. My face is going to be rubbing on my clothing and stuff like that, and I don't want my clothes to take off my foundation, so I set underneath there. Now I take my Black Radiance pressed powder in Golden Almond, and I use this color to bronze up my face. This is another step that you really don't have to do, but I like to do this step to bring back color and shape to my face, because sometimes the translucent powder can wash you out. So this powder works great to bring back warmth to your face. And I also use that same powder to contour my nose. Now I'm going in with a darker powder, and I'm just using it on the far corner of my jawline and where I contour my face. Just in that area right there. I don't bring it all the way out like I bring the bronzer. And I just make sure to keep that area as my main focus with that darker powder. Now I'm taking my Everyday Morphe 35O palette. As you can see, it's beat the fuck up. But I go in with that flesh tone color and I just do a light sweep over my eyelids. And I don't usually do color, but today I decided to try something new, and I'm using that brick brown color. And I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids and blend it out. And once I was finished, I thought it looked really nice, and it's something that I would like to incorporate in my everyday makeup look. So I'll definitely be trying this eyeshadow mix again. So once that's blended out, I go in with wing liner. And this brush was irritating me. It wasn't stiff enough, so I had to switch. I had to change brushes. Yeah, that brush was pretty. It was really more stiff than the other one, so I prefer to use this one. The only thing I did on this in this tutorial that I really don't do on an everyday basis, like if I'm wearing makeup every day to go outside, is do wear falsies. I don't usually wear falsies, but for the sake of this tutorial, I did put on some falsies. And this is the Lola Bunny Lashes by Double A Makeup. And you can check out her website. These are handmade mink lashes, and they're only $12.99. They're really pretty. I love them for a glam look, but I don't usually wear lashes every day, so this is just for the sake of the tutorial. And then I go over my whole face with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte powder, pressed powder. And I go in with my, now I'm going in with my highlight, which is from Wet n Wild. And that is Crown of My Canopy, I think. Yes, Crown of My Canopy. It's like a peachy rose gold color. I really love it. And it looks really nice on women of color. And I highlight my brow bone. I highlight my face. And I make sure I blend that out. Now I'm going in with my trusty NYX Butter Gloss. I love these for everyday makeup look. And I'm using Ginger Snap and Creme Brulee. I just blend the two together, and that's pretty much what I do for my everyday makeup look. I think I'm going in there with some fortune cookie from the same NYX Butter Gloss. I have like a ton of them. But now I'm setting my face, and this is the finished look, guys. This is what I do on an everyday basis. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and you'll be seeing much more of me because I have a lot of videos to drop. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you in my next video.